What's happening? In today's video, I'll be installing this Huber Zip Systems Liquid Flash on this window right here. It's also finished up with a little bit of flashing tape on the outside. This is the second video in a compilation video of window installs. The first one was this guy, which was the Presico R-Guard. And after this, there will be the Huber Systems zip tapes, followed by this Sega's MyVest house wrap. All right, let's get going. Let's spread it all out. And let's see it. Oh, that is tough. Real sticky. So I have a electronic an electric version of this gun here that I used when I did the sausage one with the Huber. I know it was a lot easier to put on, obviously, but I would have to take it apart to put on the attachment for this type of tube. I'm just not feeling it, so I'm just gonna have to do this workout. Okay, I think we'll start with just this that I've put on now, and we'll tool that out and see how it goes, see if I have to change anything for the other side. All right, we'll start with the scraper. Seems slightly easier to tool on. It's not as viscous as the Presico's product. Like it. Could also be the temperature of the material itself, because I kept this one inside since it's so cold out. So I obviously need a lot more than I have here. So since I didn't have enough material, I'm adding more to it now. We'll spread that out, and then I'll just go thicker on the other side. I definitely do love the electric Milwaukee. It was a lot easier. All right, let's try this. It seems like cutting the tip back a bit more, like I had when I did the Presico. It seems to be a lot easier. Don't have to push as hard as I'm spreading it out. So it looks like it's almost a tube per window. It's not cheap. Okay, I'll spread it down. So I finished both now. The zip system one went on pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It was hard to push it out since I used the manual gun. But application was smooth. I think I might just be getting better. So I'm going to do another one with the Persico as well, and just to really see if there's a big difference. But I like the application. Since there was no seam filler version in the zip system, I went ahead and just applied a bead on the inside here and spread that out. Here you can see this light pink one is the joint and seam filler. But seems like an identical product. Once it dries up, I'll check it out, see if I really have an opinion on which one is better. I'll probably just go with whichever one is available and cheaper. Cleanup of the Huber Zip System Fast Flash. I'm going to try acetone on one and fuel oil on the other one, or fuel denured alcohol. So let's try first acetone. Does seem to work, just not super easy. Let's see. Actually, that works well. Acetone was a good choice. Get some fresh. But man, is it sticky. Okay, yeah, so acetone does a good job. Comes off right away. Now for the scraper, we'll try alcohol, which is what I did. That's the only thing I used for the Liquid Flash by Persico. Or Fast Flash by Persico. This is on there, pretty tenacious, but it works. Membrane is now done. We're going to install the window. We'll add some Lexel around the back of the flange, install it right here, screw it in. Then we'll run zip tape, shingling from the bottom up. We will leave the all the way on the bottom here open. This here is the bottom of the window, so I'm going to go ahead and caulk all the sides except for that one. I have it installed a new tube of Lexel. It'll take a little while for it to prime. Oh, there you go. That was quick. I'll turn that speed down a bit. Overlap. There we go. All right. I'll install it and make sure we got the opening bottom. There we go. That will hold itself in place for a little bit while I get my level and screws, and also I got some horseshoes for the bottom. So I'll attach a screw in the top right corner. Leaving it loose enough for it to move it around. We'll make sure it is level or plumb. Move it over a bit. There we go. I also want to check the operation, if this was a quality window, which is not, it's a shed window. On this window, I'm going to do something different. Instead of screwing through the tape, I'm going to tape over it, which means I have to bring the tape in a bit more so that I'm not just taping here where it's all bumpy, but onto this one. So I'll have to adjust my window trim later so that it covers this end of the tape. I've taped off both sides of the windows and used a squeegee to make sure I get most of the air gaps out of there. And then I'm going to take up the tape off the top, get the flange on, and this window is done. Got the head flashing on. We'll put that here. Hammer it into place, tape off the top. There, and roll the tape, or at least apply pressure to it. And that window is done. We'll finish it up by adding some Presico air dam to the back. Make sure we seal up any air from leaking through. The sides and top should be fine, but the bottom is left wide open on the front. There's no Lexol in there because that's where we want water to drain out. I'm making a mess here, but there will be some boards coming in there. Cover that up, so I'm not too worried about it. Maybe I'll turn down the speed a little bit. If there's a big gap, you want to first come through and fill it with a backer rod before adding the air dam. Like here, I probably should have done that. Alright guys, that's it for this video. It went really well. It's a little bit faster than this guy because it takes one step less as far as you don't have the joint and seam filler that you put in first. And then also, instead of putting on the joint and seam filler on the outside, you just tape it. So a little bit faster, I would say about the same ease, and I would just pick whichever one is cheaper if I was to do it again. And next in the series will be Huber Zip Systems flashing tapes with some stretch tape. So follow along, and after that we'll see the Sega MyVest. Cheers!